vegetables, shrubs, trees, and lawns too. Look for Black Cow in the bright yellow and black bag at your favorite nursery or garden center.
Black Cow, the mature manure. Black Cow.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 24 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. This segment of AM Ocala Live is brought to you in part by Dr. Thomas L. Crowley. He's a board-certified ophthalmologist. His offices are right by the Paddock Mall on the Sears side of the Paddock Mall, but not in the mall itself. They provide LASIK surgery, cataract surgery, corneal transplants, corneal transplants, cosmetic eye care, as well as diabetic eye treatments, etc. Go to Dr. Crowley for all of your eye care needs. The address is 3133 Southwest 32nd Avenue, again by the mall, on the Sears side in that little office complex right next door. The phone number is 237-8400. Thank you, Dr. Crowley, and the Central Florida Eye Institute for sponsoring AM Ocala Live. Right now, Robin, an interview I've been looking forward to because I'm a man. I'm a man, and I like this kind of stuff. Do you know, I guess I could tell you this, that in my younger days, I frequented places where there would be ladies dancing just for the visual entertainment of us guys.
Yes.
And I would always wonder about the women that were up there. I really would. I would wonder because, well, at that time they were my age. Now it would be kind of creepy for me to go into a place like that, I think.
Yeah.
but they weren't. I wonder if they're like me, like they're going to school and this is just a way to pay the bills or what is it? Never actually had a conversation. Mm-hmm. Now some guys did. They would pay for the extra things you could do, but I won't go there, but okay. Our guest might go there. Valerie Diamond is on the phone. She spent 7 years as an exotic dancer in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's got to be the place to do that. Good morning, Valerie. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
I'm in Las Vegas right now.
Okay. But you're a real estate agent now? Is that right?
I am. I know, right? Hard to believe. But yeah, I am a real estate agent now. I've gotten older too, just like I heard you talking about it, Larry. So I understand. But it's so funny because I got into business when I was in my mid-30s. So I don't know how old you are now or
60.
When you were going to the club.
I'm 60 now.
60. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not 60 yet, but that's funny. But yeah. I started pretty late at my age because of that reason, because of the economy, because I had to support my family. And, women do have other responsibilities that happen when the economy does tank.
Yeah. The book is called Stilettos in Vegas, right? Stilettos in Vegas?
Yes, it is.
And it's your memoir. Now, do you look back on those years with, are you ashamed of doing that? I wouldn't.
I'm not ashamed at all.
Oh, good.
I'm not at all. I think more women should come out, and I think they are coming out more. I do notice a lot of people who are entertainers who like Britney Spears, and I noticed like Miley Cyrus and a whole bunch of others who are already in the entertainment business. They're using the pole for their art, that they do in their entertainment, for their music in the music industry. So I noticed that they're doing a lot of that, but I always wondered why they would do that. They don't have to. I know most of the women that do, are in this business, they do it because they have to. I see them like they probably like the talent, they like the attention, but the actual job itself is really, it's a lot mentally, physically, and you got to have a tough skin for it.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. And you can't really share it with your family, or did you? Did you share it with your family?
I did in the beginning, no. I did in the beginning, but it's not like I didn't share it with them because I was ashamed. It was just that there was so much going on with my family. At that time, my mother had passed away, and my father had paid for a house, and then he found out after she passed away that there was all these loans, and I had, at that time, I had 2 children of my own, but actually I had 3 children, but, 2 of them were grown, but I have a special needs child, so we all helped each other in the family.
Oh, my goodness.
So pretty much I just, someone had told me about it.
Can I ask you this? Is the word exotic dancer, is that the same as stripper, or is it 2 different things?
I think it's the same thing.
Same thing. Okay. So now I would.
stripper, entertainer, same thing.
I would guess you would be happy with an audience filled with men who are like me, because I was pretty much, I'm there, I get this whole thing, this is visually exciting for me, but I'm not going to ask anybody for me to touch them. I don't want to do anything like that, but thank you very much. That was a nice show. I'm going home. And I wasn't a cat caller, okay? But I'm guessing everything
you're the guys we like.
Right.
We like you guys.
Right.
but, we want you to tip and spend money, too. We don't want you just coming in, okay?
Okay, tipping and spending money. And what is the tipping and spending money for? Is that one of the dirty secrets?
No, this is not a dirty secret, actually. I'm glad you asked this question. Most of the dancers that I know don't get paid by the hour. We only get paid by tips. So whatever, we come to work. And actually, when I used to go to work, I used to have to pay the club. They called it a house fee. And that house fee...
You're kidding.
Consisted of, I'm not joking at all. You can ask any
wow.
dancer, in the world, I'm sure. But you would pay for your spot, basically, and your locker, and and just to use the facility. And it's pretty pricey to even start dancing. I mean, the last time I knew, it's been a while, but the last time I knew in Las Vegas, you had to buy a sheriff's card, which cost you like $55. You have to buy a business license, which is $200. And then you go in and start dancing at the club where they hire you at when you audition. And that's going to probably run you about, it depends, $85 minimum. I think it might be more than that. So you're going to be starting off with $300. So you can't even start off in the business.
My goodness. Wow. So you had to, you really had to work to get the money. And guys gosh, how do I ask these questions for radio? But where's it beyond looking? Did it go to the touching part?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be honest that, there are some clubs that there has been extra activity going on in the back. Maybe not a lot that's like, I'm not really sure.
But what is the law? What does the law say you can do?
Well, you're not supposed to be doing that when when you give a lap dance. No one's supposed to touch each other. But if you get a VIP, I think that's between the two people who the two parties.
I got you. I got you.
Then that's why it's called VIP. And I feel that if there's two willing participants, you can do whatever you want to do. I don't care if it's a club or not. I'm just saying that.
Sure.
It's between two people.
And you're probably not having any medical benefits and things like that. So since you're not paid by the club, you have to do what you do to make those tips so you can support your family.
Yes, I think that's a sadness too, because even of the being as a dancer too, you do a lot of strenuous work with your body, because when you're on the pole, you think about it, if you get in an accident, you're out of work.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a medical benefit.
I don't get the whole pole thing, by the way. I've never understood why is that considered sexy? I don't understand that. Just dancing is good enough.
You know what I was thinking? I remember being, when I was a kid, there was this little ballerina that you had where you twirled it in the little box, like a jack in the box. And
Right.
Twirled on the pole. I think maybe that's it. I think the concept of the pole came from the man. I don't think women really have anything to do with it. I still don't know. But actually, I think dancing on a pole is extremely, you got to have some.
Oh, that's
really
gymnastics.
Skills. And I've seen some girls who are really good at the pole. I've seen them do amazing things. So it is really a good form of entertainment when you see a woman who can really get there and perform all these dance moves and pole tricks.
Valerie, what were the girls like in general? Were they what was going on in most of their lives? Was it the same as you? Just trying to make some extra money, or were there a lot of girls that were addicted to drugs, or?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you see girls who are addicted to drugs. This is true. Okay, so they have to support their habit. There's other women that I knew that they had children that were taken away from them in the court system and through divorces and things. And a lot of those women didn't have their children with them, and they had to pay a lot of attorney fees, and they had to pay child support so that they would go and they dance for that money. So in Las Vegas, every state has a different rule on how they, do child support and everything. I notice a lot of women have to pay child support here in this town. I find that really interesting, but because most of they have like father's rights here. At least that's what I found out not too long ago. But I think I already knew that. Yeah, it's like kind of in reverse. But yeah, I think sometimes the drugs get involved is because it's so easily attainable, and that's what makes people, the girls, go towards it.
All right, Valerie.
Start the business.
Valerie,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. We need to take a little break, okay? But we'll be back. We've got another good 12 minutes to chat with you. The book is called Stilettos in Vegas. I want to be sure that we are fair to the book so we know what you've written about. It's your memoir, so I guess we're getting some of that with this discussion. Valerie Diamond, when we come back, this is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Central Florida Eye Institute is the area's leader in laser vision correction. From high-definition refraction surgery and LASIK vision correction to custom cataract, glaucoma, and diabetic treatment, you can count on Dr. Crowley and his effective, friendly staff to provide you with the quality care you deserve. Call 352-237-8400 for an appointment or more information. That number again is 352-237-8400. Looking forward to service your vision needs.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Beautiful day today with plenty of sunshine, the high 75 to 79. Tonight will be mainly clear with a low of 54 and then about 60 along the coast. Tomorrow partly sunny and a bit warmer, the high 78 to 82. On Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine, the high between 80 and 84. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Central Florida Eye Institute is the area's leader in laser vision correction. From high-definition refraction surgery and LASIK vision correction to custom cataract, glaucoma, and diabetic treatment, you can count on Dr. Crowley and his effective, friendly staff to provide you with the quality care you deserve. Call 352-237-8400 for an appointment or more information. That number again is 352-237-8400. Looking forward to service your vision needs.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
All right, 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Valerie Diamond is on the phone. She's written a book called Stilettos in Vegas. It's her memoir. She spent 7 years working as an exotic dancer in Las Vegas, and she's on the phone in Las Vegas right now, and her job now is working in real estate. Valerie, thank you for waiting. During the break, by the way, I went to your website, stilettosinvegas.com, and now I get to see you. You're a beautiful lady.
Thank you.
Who's the guy you're standing with?
Don McGann, he's the producer. Well, he helped write the book.
Ah, okay. Now, and is he your romantic?
He's my manager.
He's your manager. Okay, not your man. Your manager.
My manager.
Okay. Well, you should take the picture without your manager. Yeah. You look much better than him. And by the way, more than your face. We need to see more than your face.
Oh, he's a nice-looking guy. He's
I'm
wonderful.
teasing. I'm just teasing.
He is. He's awesome. He's totally awesome. I thank God for him because, he understood what I was trying to do. I had been wanting to write this book for years, to tell you the truth. And, he saw the dream and the vision, and I appreciate him for that.
Sometimes the clubs aren't all that pristine. Did you have to deal with that also, that there might have been like foreign objects on the floor or something like that where you feared you might get hurt?
That's a good question. I think the stage was probably more of an issue because the floor was carpet. Usually most of the clubs I worked at had carpet. It's just that the stage had, it could be all kinds of debris and matter on the stage. Oh. And, but they usually cleaned that off. So they were pretty good about that.
How'd that get there?
Not saying that it doesn't happen. I haven't really had a problem. I've fell plenty of times. I can tell you that.
Gee.
With those stilettos, I have fallen on customers and everything. I fell off the stage before.
Oh, I bet they like that.
So I have my own stories. It's not all, picture perfect.
Did you have a stage name, or is this a stage? Is Valerie Diamond?
I went by Diamond. Yeah, I went by Diamond.
Is that your real name?
Absolutely not.
No, okay.
But I can't tell you my real name.
That's okay. I'm not going to ask. I figured you wouldn't do that.
But, the funny thing is everybody still calls me Diamond, so, that's what I've been known by. They won't change it. I don't know.
So do you have any children? You said you have children, right?
Yeah, I do. I have 2 grown children, and I have my youngest daughter. She is a special needs. So I have a 20-year-old, a 27-year-old, and a 28-year-old.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
See, I mean, as a guy, this is something that, of course, we enjoy. But as a father, I would have a hard time with a daughter choosing this as a career, not a career, but a job. I don't know. I would have a hard time.
Any man who would have I think every man in the universe has a problem with their daughter doing anything that they don't want them to do.
That's true.
Without choosing the wrong man. Like I find myself as, no one's really ever good enough for your children. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's not good enough. It's just the fact of you being a parent. And I think that being a parent, it's just it's very natural for you to feel that way. But I believe that when women go into this business, they go into it to be independent, not to turn their back on dad or anything. A lot of times it has nothing to do with that. I never hear dad in the conversation when I talk to these ladies, okay? So
yeah, right.
So it's never you guys' fault. It's just us going to make a living.
Was it something you got out of easily, or was it hard to get out of, or you wish you never got out of it? I mean, how do you feel about the fact that
I was ready to transition because my health was, I had some health problems that pretty much said, well, I need to stop at this time. And that's really what happened for me.
So now you sell real estate. How's that going?
It's going pretty good. I'm enjoying it. That's all I've ever wanted to do anyway.
So what was your first real estate success? Did you sell a house or a business? What did you sell?
Well, right now I'm in the process of selling a house. I haven't been in the business for a long time, but I'm in the process of selling a house right now.
Oh, man.
And then I got another deal going, so I am pretty busy. I even have to go to work in another couple hours.
Wow.
Actually. After this interview.
So what do you do?
I'm busy.
Are you driving people to the different houses to show them the house?
Well, I don't drive them. I only meet them if they want to open,
Oh, I see. I see. You meet them there.
But I think they stopped most of the driving after what's been happening. A lot of realtors have been getting murdered, so they try
I guess
it's trying to make us more safe now.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's something they really want to talk about. It
Man, which is more? I thought you went from a dangerous career to a safe career, but it sounds like you were safer.
There's no career that's safe. I think there's something in everything. I was asked a question about, do you encounter sexual harassment? When you're working as a dancer, I'm like, I don't know any woman who doesn't encounter any approach of, being approaced by any man. I just, it's everywhere.
I know. It's us.
Right.
We're pigs.
Yeah.
Us guys, we're pigs.
Do you think if there was an hourly wage for this profession and benefits that more women would go into this line of work and do that, say like college students and things? Because it seems like the hours would be more flexible than working at fast food restaurants or chain stores.
I think so, absolutely. I believe women should get paid by the hour plus tips. And I also believe women in this business don't get paid enough.
Well, especially if you have to pay to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't get paid enough. I mean, mentally, physically, how people feel about you when you leave. I mean, it's not like the job leaves you. When you leave the job, it's still with you after you leave. And you have to clear your mind mentally, and because you don't always get the happy people that come in. Sometimes you get the people who just want to make your day lousy, and and you really going in there to make people happy.
What was in place to protect you? Was there a bouncer?
We have bouncers. That's what we pay our house fee. And that goes towards security to make sure that you're escorted in and out.
So did you ever have a story like that? Is there a story like that in the book of a time where the bouncer came and rescued somebody from you?
Well, there is a story. There's stories with bouncers in there for sure.
Really?
You definitely got to read the book.
Just share a little bit. Just share a little bit of one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've had for me, myself, I've had so many stories about bouncers, so I don't know, but. Oh,
they're not in the book? There's one in the book, though, right?
There is one in the book, but I can't give the book away, then nobody will read it.
All right.
But actually,
so that's a good.
There is an affair going on, so I'll just leave it like that.
We have a club north of Ocala and up toward Gainesville, and it's called the Cafe Risque, and there are the new dancers there, and they actually have a menu of what the patrons can choose.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
so they
cool. Gotta go down there someday. I should go to the club.
Yeah, exactly. And these these are college age girls, and they're just trying to work their way through college.
I wouldn't know about that. I was just
absolutely, yeah. But most of them are. And the thing about that is they're going to find out, though. Like, I've noticed a lot of the girls that did work their way through college, they went to college, they went to go look for a higher paying job, found out they weren't getting paid as the man, went back to dancing because they figured it was a better level playing field for them, which I think is very sad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the book, I found the website. It's Stilettos in Vegas. I figured out how to spell the word stilettos. It's one L and two T's. Stilettosinvegas.com. That's the name of the book. And when you go there, there's a video, but I couldn't hear it. I could only click on it and kind of watch the pictures. So that's kind of like a trailer for the book?
Well, that video was from a TV interview that was done here in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay,
for a magazine called Vegas Inc. So that's a video that I have that anybody could click on, and they could see the interview that I did here locally. Did you ever
get involved in any like social causes? Like you and the other girls said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get together and be opposed chickens or something.
Yeah.
Or
that's the thing, because I always thought like the women should have some sort of a union, but these women just can't seem to get together for anything. I said, no, they just cannot get together for anything. I mean, even if you want to meet out for coffee, it's like, oh, I can't. I stayed out late last night. I'm hungover.
Oh, my God.
It's hard to get any women together for things like this. Unless there's money involved for a party, then they're willing to come.
Oh, really?
Oh, so they can freelance.
Well, they get paid for a party, like if there was a party going on, a private party.
Did you ever do that? Did anybody ever hire you for a private party?
I've done like two of them.
Two of them?
But we knew who they were.
Oh, people, So you didn't pop.
It was,
nobody pops out of cakes anymore, or do they? Do you still pop out of cakes?
Nobody wants to pay for the cake.
Oh, it's a real cake? I thought
budget.
Do you ladies sort of have a camaraderie, though? Because you were speaking about drugs earlier. If you see someone that is having a problem with drugs, do you try to get into their head emotionally and try to suggest counseling or something like that?
No, I mean, no, not at all, because first of all, we really didn't know. It's not like we saw it. We just knew the behavior. Do you understand? It wasn't like no one's doing that in front of you. I'm just saying you could tell by the behavior that, that they were on something. But when you work in this club environment like that, the nightlife, you see a lot of people like that, the men who come in, the women who are like that. It's just such a, it's very stressful environment that way. So you got to be careful of the people you talk to, because you don't know what they're doing or what they're on. And, I feel that way with just Las Vegas in general. I mean, there's a lot of drinking going on, and I'm sure there's other stuff happening too.
Yeah. Was there gambling in the club you were working at?
You're not allowed. You can't work in the club that there's no gambling, and like that's a fine line, I believe. Here, it's some sort of law they have in Clark County.
Yeah, okay.
You can't have a topless. Establishment and have gambling too.
All right.
I think it's like there's only certain licenses that do that in town.
Valerie, thank you for being on the air with us. We're out of time. The book is called Stilettos in Vegas. Valerie L. Diamond, what a pleasure to chat with you. You sound like a lot of fun, and it was a fun interview. The book is on stilettosinvegas.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Valerie.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. All right. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. A deadly crash overnight in Glades County, Florida. 8 people killed when a church van went through a stop sign, crossed a highway, and crashed into a ditch.
These people are family. These people are people that have kids in college, people that take care of people in our community.
Driver and 7 others were killed. 10 people survived. They're all in area hospitals.
Fox Radio's Evan Brown. JetBlue says it's resolved a computer outage that's caused delays. For a time, it had to manually check in passengers. JetBlue says there could still be some delays throughout the day. A new host for Comedy Central's The Daily Show. The New York Times says South African comedian Trevor Noah will take over for Jon Stewart.
I've got to be honest, John. Africa's worried about you guys. You know what African mothers tell